Fellas, I know we've spoken a lot about Ibrahim Traoré of Burkina Faso, but we're not gonna stop. You know, when things are bad, we complain all the time. Well, the service is really poor. Well, the colors are not bright enough. Well, the water is really green. But when things are good, we don't say nothing. You know what I mean? When presidents are doing garbage, we don't, we speak about it. We blame them. We say the roads are poor, there's no water. When they do good things, we should be able to speak about it. Ibrahim Traoré, president of Burkina Faso, he's at it again. Okay, let's listen to him. I'll make a comment right after.
Les enfants du Congo meurent depuis des années. Plusieurs autres conflits, tels au Soudan, existent sur le continent. Nous aurions aimé voir l'Union africaine générer les forces et toutes les stratégies nécessaires pour soutenir ces États pour qu'ils puissent retrouver la paix.
Congolese people are dying every single day. Fellas, here's Congo. DRC. Beautiful country, lovely people. They love music and parties. They're good people. Okay, never really into crimes and stuff like that. And if they want to marry one of your daughters, usually they're very good husbands too. Now, in the Congo, people are dying every single day. You maybe don't know this, you're not aware of this. Congo is the richest country in the world in terms of minerals. Now, we have this organ named the African Union that was built with the goal of sustaining Africa, of managing African issues and problems. Okay? So if a country has a problem, the African Union will find a way to find a solution. Now, Congo has been at war for almost 30 years. Okay? There are armed groups and all these type of stuff. How did the armed group get in? Well, the DRC, like I said earlier, is the richest country in the world. They have all minerals you can think about. Gold, there's plenty of it. Diamond, uranium. Matter of fact, the uranium used in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the ones Americans used to create the atomic bomb, was mined from the Congo. Yes, here in Shinkolobwe. That's where they got it. That's in 1945 already. So Congo has lithium, cobalt, coltan, many other things. And some of these stuff, lithium is what you need for electric cars. So Elon Musk is probably got friends in the Congo in some ways. I'm just saying. So in order for you to have electric cars and make batteries, you need lithium. Congo is the biggest producer, or at least one of the biggest producer. You need coltan. The uranium in the Congo can help create nuclear electricity. The DRC also has this river. It's called the Congo River. It's the biggest river in Africa and second biggest in the world. It's the deepest river and the second longest river after the River Nile. This river has enough power with this project of hydroelectricity to produce enough electricity to feed the entirety of Africa forever. Should I repeat myself? The River Congo, with the project they had started many years ago that's never finished, was capable of producing enough electricity to service the entirety of Africa. But they stopped it. So as you can understand, Congo has a lot of things, but there is war. Why is there war? There's war in the Congo because everybody want to be part of it. Everybody want to eat, fellas. iPhone want to eat, Samsung want to eat. They need components, and some of the most crucial components are in the Congo, in the mines. So there are two ways to do it. You can come to the Congo and buy the components or buy the goods officially at the government, which will definitely cost you a lot of money. Or you can just sponsor some criminal activities or pay some rebels or some armed groups, give them money, millions and weapons so they can start mayhem in an area that's rich so that you can fly your little airplane and go collect whenever you like some of the good that you need. So you can either come officially, pay a lot of money, or you can sponsor this armed group and come pay little money and get the good that you're looking for. That is the reason why the Congo is at war. Now, Ibrahim Traoré said it's been a long time. You're not doing anything. Okay? Why isn't the African Union done something for the Congo? Why haven't you brought weapons and soldiers together to go and fight in the Congo and find a solution? Why is he saying that? Because, well, a few months ago, when Niger's government was changed and it was replaced by the military government, the current government, ECOWAS, which are these countries here, came together with an idea to go and topple the president that just came into Niger. Why? Because they were good friends with the previous president. So ECOWAS is actually capable of bringing together soldiers and military. Oh, we never knew that. Now, how come you've never reacted when terrorists were attacking Niger, Burkina Faso and Mali? No, you never reacted to that, but you're now ready to bring soldiers together, logistics and money to go and fight the people that are fighting the bad guys? That's weird. Now he's asking, why can't Africans come together, put an army together, because clearly you're capable of doing it. If you were able to come together and thought about the idea of going to attack Niger.
There is a steely determination by our heads of state and government to put an end to it and to make an example of Niger, to make sure that never again are we going to allow the disruption of the region's move towards democratic consolidation in our region.
Africans were ready to go attack Niger. Niger just freed itself from colonialism. I'm just being honest with you. But they are not able to create an army to go and fight all these places where there are mayhem, like Congo and Sudan. Does that make sense to you? Oh, so you can come and topple people that are trying to make things right, but you're not capable of coming together as one person to fight the bad people. That is weird. Let's continue.
La paix. Il y a trois mots, trois grands vices qu'il faut bannir de nos comportements et de notre vie. Je parle de la lâcheté, la traîtrise et l'incompétence.
3 things we need to ban. It's cowardness, treachery, and incompetence. 3 things Africans need to fight. This is what he said.
Il y a quelques jours de cela, un pays étranger à l'Afrique a annoncé ouvertement avoir soutenu et participé à une attaque lâche, terroriste et barbare contre des forces de notre confédération à Tinzaouaten. L'Union africaine n'a pipé aucun mot pour condamner cette ingérence d'un État extérieur à l'Afrique dans les affaires internes de nos États. Je souhaiterais qu'ils l'entendent et qu'ils sortent donc de leur...
Crazy, absolutely insane. He said it's been a couple of days. There was a foreign state that claimed openly to have participated in an attack that claimed many lives of Africans in the African continent. And none of these people, he's talking about the African Union, opened their mouth to condemn this thing. Let me give you context. A while back, a Ukrainian official spoke on a video saying that they orchestrated an attack that happened in Mali. This attack was by rebels in Mali fighting the government. The Ukrainian was saying they provided intelligence services to these people. They gave them the weapons and the strategy on how to utilize at best the tactic they gave them.
The fact that the rebels received the necessary information that allowed them to conduct a successful operation against Russian war criminals, the whole world has already seen this. This is sensitive information. Therefore, everything that Ukraine does is happening within the limits and within the framework of international law.
So the goal for the Ukraine was to hurt Wagner. Wagner was working with the Malians. Okay, they have a contract. The Ukrainian wanted to help the rebels in Mali to hit Wagner, and by hitting Wagner they also hit the Malian government soldiers. So as you can understand, this is a foreign country, foreign to Africa, a European country that's managing a group of rebels in Africa to hit African soldiers and unalive them. And none of Africans or the African Union left a little finger to blame or to accuse or condemn that action. He says this is treason, this is cowardice, this is incompetence. It is unacceptable. I mean, you and your brother can have issues. You can fight each other. You know? Yeah, it happens. But when somebody from outside comes into your issue, that's become something completely different. Like, I mean, I remember we grew up in a neighborhood. You can fight your neighbor, you know. You have, oh yeah, whatever. But if somebody from outside comes here, hey, you forget your issue. You forget your beef. He says this is coward. This is cowardly of Africans. And I'm sorry, you know, except for a few African countries and also the Moroccans and those, you know, Arab countries in Africa. The black Africans, they rarely fight for one another. They will see another person suffer, go into difficulties while they're watching. They're actually laughing while you're going through this. It's very sad. It's unacceptable. How do you allow somebody from outside? Let me tell you something. When they came to unalive Gaddafi, African presidents were aware of the situation. It wasn't a surprise. President Museveni spoke about this.
These excellencies, this one here, Jacob Zuma, and the others. I was not there, but my minister was among them. They were going to Libya to mediate. And they were told by NATO to go back. Yes. Said, you go back. Yes, he's here. If I'm telling you lies.
President Museveni said, we heard about them wanting to come and take out Gaddafi. But they said to us, it's not your problem. Don't get involved. So African presidents knew that Europeans and Americans were coming to bomb Libya, but they accepted it. They could have just spoken. I mean, I'm not saying you should fight. Sometimes you face somebody stronger than you. What do? Do you lay on the ground and cry? No. You stand up. If somebody comes and tries to beat up your mother or your brother or your sister because they look strong, they have big biceps, what do? Do you sit there and tell them to? No. You still say you don't touch her. No African country spoke out when they took out Gaddafi. They forgot. Gaddafi paid for the first satellite that allowed Africans to have their own telecommunications. Before that, Africans had to pay $500 million every year to France. They had to pay $500 million to Europe to get to do a cellular phone call from Africa to Africa. So basically, before Gaddafi, you will take your cell phone, make a phone call to the next city. Your call will first go to Europe, then get redirected back to your city. And your continent is paying $500 million. It's Gaddafi that paid for the first communication satellite for Africa. Africans forgot about that. This is Burkina Faso president for you, fellas. I think we're going to talk about him. We need people to understand who is who. And language should not be a barrier. God bless.